Defense that time for Campbellsville. 5-2 our score. 17:06 left in this first half. Pass goes down in the post to Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. It's in the lane. A little hook shot up and good. Nothing Eldridge can do about that one. 5-4 our score. 16:47 left here in the second half. J.R. Adams with it. Comes off of a Lwc screen near the top of the key. Now he'll use Eldridge screen. Eldridge will roll. He'll drive. Kicks it out to Lwc. Top of the key to Adams. He'll shoot the three. Nope, no good. Laney will get the long rebound at the right elbow and kick it back out to Lwc, and Lindsey Wilson will reset the offense. Adams comes off the screen by Lwc. Gets left to the top of the key. Gives it to Eldridge. He'll shoot a 17-foot jumper. It's no good. Rebound by Dion Evans. Campbellsville with a chance to take their first lead of the game with a bucket. 16:09 left. Adams gives it out to Smith, right back to Adams. He'll drive, kicks it out to Brown, feeds it down in the post to Evans. He'll turn, shoot a little left-handed hook, good. Dion Evans has his first bucket of the game. It's 6-5. Campbellsville on top by a point. 15:52 left. First half. Laney with it on the wing. Gets cut off, kicks it to Lwc in the corner to Stotts. He'll shoot the three, good. Blue Raiders reclaim the lead. 8-6 our score. Stotts the third Blue Raider to score. 15.5 left in this first half. Tyler, bad pass. Adams knocks it up in the air. Saved by Stotts, but he can't hang on to it. It'll stay with Campbellsville. They're going to reset the shot clock to 17. Said no one from Lindsey Wilson had possession. Tyler with it. He'll give it off to Smith. Drives, stops, and pops from 18. Good. Hagan Tyler has 4 of the 8 points for the Tigers. 15:05 left. 8-8 our score. J.R. Adams with the basketball. Gives it to Laney on the left side. He'll drive against Evans. Gets cut off. Kicks it out to Eldridge. Eldridge, cross-court pass to Stotts. 10 to shoot. Stotts drives on Tyler. Spins in the lane. Gets cut off. Leaves it for Laney. He'll go up with a shot. No good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Campbellsville's basketball. .45 left. 8-8 our score. Adams brings it in the front court for Campbellsville, working against Lwc's man-to-man. He drives, kicks it outside, and that hit the sideline. It'll be a turnover for Campbellsville. Peyton Cundiff going to come in. J.R. Adams goes out. Cundiff coming off of a very good night against Georgetown. I believe he hit 4 threes in that game. Only had 3 points against the Tigers earlier this season over in Campbellsville. Lwc with it, gives it outside for Laney. He'll drive in the paint, lays it up and in. 4th different Blue Raider to score. Lindsey back on top, 10-8, 14-10 left. Adams goes down in the corner to Evans. They'll feed the post to Smith. He'll kick it out in the corner to Brown, or Taylor. He'll drive, baseline up and good. 10-10 our score, 13:53 left in this first half. Campbellsville in a man-to-man as well. Lwc with it. He'll throw it out on the wing to Laney. Laney drives, stops, and pops from 15. Good. Shaq Laney has 4 points in the game. And it's 12-10. Blue Raiders back on top with 13:29 left. Adams comes off the screen by Smith. Kicks it out in the corner to Taylor. He'll shoot the three. Good. Ronald Taylor shooting just 29% from 3, but you heard Coach Adkins mention in the pregame he had a good night from behind the arc down in Lebanon. Lwc gives it outside for Laney. He'll drive on Evans. Gets cut off. Kicks it outside for Stotts. Top of the key to Eldridge. Eldridge throws it back out to Laney. 10 on the shot clock. Stop and go. Gets down in the paint. Goes up with a shot. No good. He wanted a foul. No call. Here comes Campbellsville running the other way. Adams lobs it. Eldridge knocks it free, and it'll go out of bounds. And John Ostermer going to come into the game. He'll replace Laney. For Campbellsville, they'll get number 5, Duran, into the game. And number 22, Sam Whiting. Whiting will inbound for the Tigers. Gives it into Adams. Tyler goes up with a jumper and makes it, and he's fouled by Peyton Cundiff. Cundiff's first, team's second. Megan Tyler with 6 points. Free throw line makes it 7. Campbellsville has its largest lead of the game at 16-12. 12:43 left in this first half. Lease brings it up in the front court, gives it outside to Adams, who's back in the game, and Eldridge around to Ostermer. He'll drive baseline, stops, and lays it up and in. A little bit of a ball fake or head fake, and his defender flew right by him. He was left uncontested underneath his own basket. Whiting with the basketball. Gives it out to Adams. He'll drive, gets cut off. Back outside for Whiting. To Smith. In the corner it goes to Adams for a 3. No good. Rebound, Pierre Lease. 12:04 left, 16-14. Blue Raiders trail it by 2 with the ball. Lease with it in the corner. Kicks it out to Eldridge. Can't get the shot off. He'll throw it back outside for Adams. Adams gets knocked to the deck but keeps his dribble. Out to Eldridge around the Lease. 10 on the shot clock. Drives, gets cut off, kicks it to Eldridge. He'll shoot a 3. Good. Matt Eldridge with 6 points in the game, 17-16. Blue Raiders with 5 straight. They take a 1-point lead, 11.5 left in the game, in the half. And now J.R. Adams comes from behind with a steal. Gives it off to Lease, back to Adams. He'll set up the offense. J.R. is second in the conference in steals at 43. Now make it 44. Cundiff off a screen. Gives it to Osterman. And they say he traveled. Not sure he did. I don't know that he moved his pivot foot. I think that was a miss. Timeout on the court. 11:10 left. First media timeout. Back in 1 minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. Timeout. (17-16). Lindsey Wilson leads it by a point. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left in this first half. Blue Raiders shooting 53% from the field, 7 of 13. They made 3 of 4 threes for 75%. Campbellsville 7 of 12, 58%. They made 1 of 4 from deep. Lindsey with a slight rebounding advantage, 6-5. Both teams with a couple of turnovers. Campbellsville with the basketball. Adams will bring it up into the front court. Kicks it outside for Tyler. He'll shoot the 3, and it's good. J.R. Adams went under a screen, and it cost him. You cannot leave Hagen Tyler that wide open. He's got 10 of Campbellsville's 19 points. 19-17 with 10:48 left. Laney with the basketball. Working against Doran. Out to Adams. He'll shoot the three. Good. 50th three of the season for J.R. Adams. He'll shoot the Blue Raiders back in front by a point, 20-19 with 10:28 left. Adams with the basketball. Bounce pass goes to Evans. Back to Adams. Shot up, no good by Evans on a lob. And here comes Lindsey Wilson running the other way with 10:15 left. Laney around to Ostermer. He'll give it to Cundiff. Payton stops and pops from 18. It's no good. Rebound to Evans. Adams drives on Cundiff. Gets cut off. Shot up. Good. Boy, that was a tough acrobatic shot between two Lindsey Wilson defenders. 21-20. Campbellsville back up by a point. 9:46 left this first half. Adams gives it to Cundiff around to Laney. Laney hands it off to Stotts. Kale slips, goes to the deck. On his backside, throws it out to Cundiff. He'll give it back outside for Adams. They'll reset their offense with 6 on the shot clock. Adams, deep three. No good. Ostermer with the rebound, put it back up and in. Shot clock was down to 5. JR was about 8 feet behind the 3, took it anyway. And then Ostermer there to clean it up. He's got 4 points. 22-21. Lindsey back up by a point. 9:10 left. First half. Adams with it. He'll raise up for a 3. Nope, no good. Laney with the rebound. He'll run it up into the front court. Lobs it in the corner to Cundiff. Cross-court pass to Ostermer. Out to Adams. 3 ball on its way. No good. Rebound Adams on the weak side. He'll run it up in the front court. One-hand pass. Lays it off for Evans, and he'll lay it up and in. 23-22, 8:41 left here in this first half. Adams works against Adams. 3 out of the corner for Ostermer's no good, and Duran with the rebound. Make that Duran. Stephon Adams 3 straight away, good. He's got 5, 26-22. Campbellsville up by 4 again, matching their largest lead. And Coach Keith Atkins wants a 30-second timeout. Keep it right here with 8 minutes and 13 seconds left. Campbellsville's made 11 of 18 shots for 61%. Campbellsville 3 of 7 from 3 for 43%. Lindsey's 9 of 19, 47, or 4 of 8 from 3. Be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. J.R. Adams will bring it up into the front court for the Blue Raiders. Gives it outside for Stotts. Now to Adams again. He'll drive to the top of the key, out to Stotts. 10 to shoot. He'll raise up for a contested 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Andrew Smith. Gives it off to Tyler. He'll bring it up in the front court for Campbellsville. Out to Adams. Gives it to Evans. He'll give it to Tyler for a 3. That's in and out, no good. The rebound pulled down by J.R. Adams. He'll drive down all the way near the to the corner to Eldridge. Back to Adams to Lwc. Now around to Laney. He'll shoot the 3. It's no good. Adams can't corral the rebound, and it'll be Campbellsville's basketball. Here comes Stephon Adams in the front court. Lwc right with him. Comes off the pick. Will shoot the 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, J.R. Adams. 7:09 left, 26-22. Laney on the wing. Drive, spins in the lane, gets cut off. Throws it outside for Lwc. He'll raise up for the 3. Nope, no good. Rebound pulled down by Deion Evans. The Raiders have gone cold all of a sudden. 6:43 left, 26-22. Campbellsville with a 4-point lead in the basketball. Smith with it in the post. He'll back down Eldridge. Hands it off to Evans. Banks it up and in. 6 points for Deion Evans, and the lead is 6. That's the largest of the game. 28-22, 6:26 left. Pierre Lwc with the basketball. Hands it off to Adams. He'll shoot the three. Nope, no good. Rebound to Adams for Campbellsville. Stefan runs it up into the front court, goes all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. He's got 7. Timeout, Lindsey Wilson. It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here again. Blue Raiders will be without any 30s the rest of this game. All their timeouts will be fulls. 8-point Campbellsville lead, 30-22, our score. See if I can look back at the stats here real quick and see when the last time Lindsey Wilson scored. It has been a while. John Ostermer had a putback at the 9:21 mark, so it's been over 3 minutes since Lindsey Wilson scored a basket. That gave Lindsey Wilson a 22-21 lead, so since then, it's a Campbellsville 9-0 run in the last 3+ minutes. Kel Stotts will bring it up into the front court for the Blue Raiders. Gives it off to Eldridge. He'll hand it to Lwc, around to Ostermer. Looks down low, nothing there. They'll swing it around to J.R. Adams. He'll hand it to Stotts. Around to Eldridge. Eldridge gives it to Stotts. He'll step back, gives it to Eldridge, 9 on the shot clock. Kicks it over to Adams, drive baseline, lays it for Ostermer, who lays it up and in. Good ball movement by the Blue Raiders. John Ostermer, who was in here this afternoon shooting, actually this morning, shooting before the game when I arrived. He's got 6 points in the game. 30-24, 5.5 left in this first half. Pass goes to Smith. He'll kick it outside. 3 ball from Taylor's no good. Tipped rebound falls into the lap of Pierre Lwc. He'll run it up on the right wing. Kicks it out to Adams. He'll penetrate and walks. Unforced turnover there by the Blue Raiders. That's their 3rd of the game, and we'll step away for the media timeout. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. 30-24 is our score. Campbellsville leads it. Back in a minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. .24 is our score. 5 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. Campbellsville's basketball. Blue Raiders shooting 41% compared to 56% by the Tigers. Taylor with the basketball. He'll feed the post to Smith. Backs down Eldridge. They double team him and knock it out of bounds. Calvin Fletcher going to come in for the first time this afternoon. 6'6" junior from Los Angeles, averaging 3.5 points a game. He replaces Stefan Adams. Taylor will inbound for the Tigers. He'll give it in to Fletcher. He'll drive. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by Lwc. 4:47 left. 30-24. Blue Raiders down by 6. Adams with it. He'll give it outside for Stotts, well beyond the three-point line. Round to Lwc. Now Adams with it. Gives it to Stotts. 12 to shoot. To Lwc on the left wing. Comes off an Eldridge pick. Kicks it out to Eldridge. He'll drive. It's cut off out to Lwc. Around to Adams. 4 seconds. 3. Adams goes in. Banks it off the glass and in. JR with 5 points. 30-26. 4:10 left. First half. Cross-court pass goes to Fletcher. He'll kick it back outside for Tyler. Back to Fletcher. Puts down the dribble. Gives it out to Evans. Around to Taylor. Taylor comes back up top to Fletcher off of a Smith screen. Gives it back to Smith. He'll shoot the 3 with 4 on the shot clock. No good. Rebound by Osterman. He can make that shot. He's shooting 39% from behind the arc. 30-26 with 3:40 left. Lwc has a lane, goes inside, draws the foul, and will go to the line for 2 shots. Foul on Deion Evans is his second. There's been 4 total fouls called in this game, and this is a Mid-South Conference game. Go figure. I'm not disputing that there hasn't been more than 4 fouls. It's just bizarre to me that there hasn't been more called. Free throw up and good for Pierre Lwc, who's a 63% free throw shooter. 30-27. Lindsey Wilson's cut that 8-point deficit to 3. Lwc makes both. He's got 4 points, and it's a 2-point game. 3:35 left, 30-28. Tyler with the basketball for Campbellsville. He'll bring it up, almost knocked away by Lwc. Gives it back to Tyler. He'll drive in the lane, shot up off the glass and in. Hagan Tyler with 12 first half points. 32-28, 3:17 left. Lwc drives, gets cut off, kicks it out to Eldridge. He'll hand it off to Stotts. He'll catch and shoot 3. Nope, no good. Rebound weak side by Duran. He'll run it up in the front court. He's going to throw it over his shoulder to Fletcher, who puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Osterman. 2:53 left, 32-28. Lwc off of a double screen. Reverses his path and kicks it out to Eldridge, who misses the 3. Rebound by Stephon Adams for Campbellsville. It was a wide open look for Eldridge. He just couldn't make it go. 2.5 left, 32-28. Adams drives, gets cut off. Good defense by Pierre Lwc. Shot up no good. Rebound by Osterman. Lwc runs it up in the front court. Campbellsville's back, though. Lwc crosses over, kicks it out to Adams. He'll drive, kicks it to Osterman. He'll shoot the 3. Nope, no good. Rebound. Campbellsville. That's Duran with it. 2:10 left. First half, 32-28. Stephon Adams working against Pierre Lwc off of a screen. Kicks it down in the corner. Evans with the 3. No good. And it hits the bar. That's just above the backboard. That'll give the ball back to Lindsey Wilson. Peyton Cundiff comes back in. Lwc goes out. (32-28), a minute 50 left. Adams gives it to Eldridge. Back door to Adams. He'll go inside, lays it up and in. 7 points for J.R. Adams, 32-30 with a minute 38 left. Adams will walk it up into the front court for the Tigers. Gives it out to Taylor. To Duran, back to Adams. He'll drive on Cundiff, gets cut off, and he walks. No, they're going to call a foul. Call a foul on Peyton Cundiff. That's number 2 on him. Team's third. Here comes Pierre Lwc back in. He'll replace Cundiff. Ronald Taylor will inbound. Goes it into Duran. He'll put down the dribble against Ostermer. Drives, and he shuffles his feet. And that'll be a turnover on Campbellsville. Third turnover of the game for the Tigers. Both teams with 3. J.R. Adams with the basketball, drives baseline, gets cut off, kicks it out to Pierre Lease. He'll drive inside, lays it up. Oh, what a good block there by Jawan Duran. Here comes Campbellsville running the other way. Adams kicks it out to Tyler, and he buries a 3. What a turn of events. 15 first half points for Hagen Tyler. 35-30, what looked like it was going to be a tie ball game. Now a 5-point game. We go under a minute left. Eldridge with it. Lease comes and gets it. Gives it back to Eldridge around the Stotts. Cal drives to the right side, kicks it out to Ostermer. Throws it down in the corner to Lease. He'll try the 3 from the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Duran. He'll bring it up into the front court. 23 seconds left. And a 30-second timeout, Campbellsville. I think it's a 30. Yep, we'll stay right here. 22.7 seconds left in the half. Shot clock turned off. Lindsey Wilson, who was red hot early, has certainly cooled off. Now just shooting 38%. Campbellsville an even 50 in the game. Hagen Tyler leads all scorers. He's got 15 points in the game. Campbellsville inbound, right in front of the Lindsey Wilson bench, up by 5. Pass comes into Adams, Lease on him. He'll dribble near the timeline, just letting the clock run down a bit, down to 12. Dribbles off his foot, Pierre Lease forces a turnover, 6 seconds left. He'll leave it for Adams. 3, no, it's a 2, no good. Rebound Ostermer, and he can't corral it. Ball squirts free, and the half will come to an end. 35-30, Lindsey Wilson trails it at the break. Back in a minute. This is Blue Raider Basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. 35-30, our halftime score. Campbellsville leads it. Blue Raiders shot just 37.5% from the field. Campbellsville goes 50% on 15 of 30. Campbellsville out-rebounds the Blue Raiders, but just by 1, 18-17. And Lindsey Wilson's done a pretty good job protecting the basketball. Just 3 miscues in this game so far. Right now, it's all about making shots, and Lindsey Wilson's not doing it. J.R. Adams leads away. He's got 7 points for the Blue Raiders. Hagen Tyler with 15 first-half points on 6 of 8 shooting, including making a couple of threes for the Tigers. We'll go through all the first-half numbers later in this halftime. We'll also get you caught up on the scores around the Mid-South Conference. But up next, our View from the Hill. We'll step away for a minute. We'll come back with that View from the Hill. This is Blue Raider Basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.
He's got 7 points for the Blue Raiders. Hagen Tyler with 15 first-half points on 6 of 8 shooting, including making a couple of threes for the Tigers. We'll go through all the first-half numbers later in this halftime. also get you caught up on the scores around the Mid-South Conference. But up next, our View from the Hill. Let's step away for a minute. We'll come back with that View from the Hill. This is Blue Raider Basketball on the Lwc Vs Sports Network.
35-30 our score. Campbellsville leads it. Up next, our View from the Hill, and your host is Mariah Beasley. Mariah?
This is Mariah Beasley with this week's View from the Hill. As we all know, with Lindsey Wilson and Campbellsville, it's always a fierce rivalry. But this semester, for the second year in a row, both LWC and Campbellsville's Christian Ministries organizations came together for a 2-day revival on both campuses. I got a chance to sit down with Hannah Coombs and Gabby Piles, who were 2 LWC students instrumental in starting the event.
So last year, Hannah and I had both been involved with some different things at Campbellsville University. We knew some people there. And so we just had a vision, both of us. We had a vision our sophomore year. Sophomore year. We were just sitting in our room one night and we were just listening to worship music and we were both wait a minute. We should do this sometime. And then it never happened sophomore year. And then last year, I started becoming friends with more people at Campbellsville, and they were saying the same things, yes, we would love to get together and do something, because why not? We're so close to each other. And so then it started out with just a few people planning some stuff, and you know how it's a big deal with sports. They have the rival of Highway 55 with the football trophy and all that. Well, we have the revival of Highway 55, and it is so much better than any rival football game. So that's what we advertised, the revival of Highway 55, and we had the first one last April, and so many people were there, and they just could not wait for the next one. So we just had another one. If you want to talk a little bit about what we did. So this one was actually 2 nights. Last year was just so great. We ended up staying for a long time. We were there for 4 hours. Yeah, we were there for a really long time. So we were okay, let's make it 2 nights, and one night was just worship. So the first night was at Campbellsville University, and we combined a bunch of worship leaders from Lindsey Wilson and from Campbellsville, and it was a concert. I don't even know how to explain it. Going crazy. It was amazing. It was once it started, the people that worked in the sound booth and stuff at Campbellsville are crazy good. We didn't have to worry about anything. We just showed up and they set up everything. And then once we started singing, it was just God's presence just took over. Yeah, the spirit was so thick. It was amazing. It was wild. We had about 100 people there on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday here at Life, at Lindsey Wilson, we had 160 people. Wow. And it was just so incredible. So many people from both schools just being super involved. Right. And that's really what life is all about anyway. It's just making friends and encouraging each other. Yeah, and it's just so cool. And now we visit each other's schools. So whenever we have live, some Campbellsville people will come, and then we go and go to some of their programs too. And then Keeley spoke our second night, and she just did such a good job. By the end of the night, there was nobody that there was no dry eyes place, because she was talking. The altar was flooded. Yeah, something that really stuck out to me that she said that I think got to a lot of people is they did this quote at Passion, but it said to be 99% known is to be unknown, to God. So for me, it was just searching in my heart, what is that 1% that I'm missing? Right. And it ended up being almost every single person was at the altar that night. That's amazing. Yeah, it was crazy. So good. And there's going to be another one.
Oh, I'm so excited. So I know that you said this is the second time you guys have done it. The first time around, were you guys nervous that that whole rivalry stigma was going to keep you guys from having a good attendance?
Really, no. We were just so excited about it, and we knew that it was exactly what the Lord wanted, because we've been praying about it for so long, and everyone that was involved was just super excited, and we all just meshed together so well. And like I said, we prayed about it, and so we were just ready and so excited. Yeah, that's something we did really well this semester too, is pray about it. So a couple months before, we were in a group message, and every single week, sometimes whenever we got closer, it was every single day, we were sending messages I'm praying about this today, everybody pray for this, pray for this, pray for this. And so the nights were just so prayed over. Once it was over, we were like, is it really already over? Yes. Like, it just came like so fast.
So tell me a little bit about the process of like getting everything organized for like the 2-day event that you guys had this year.
Okay. Well, so like we prayed about it. So the worship team, they were like their own group, and they, like made sure for on Tuesday night that they had like all that together. And then we also had some people who were just like praying for the night and like, making sure that we were following and like listening to the Lord's discernment and like, things like that. And then we just we met with everybody who was wanting to help plan it and be a part. We met a few times and just had a worship next just for us leaders to make sure that our hearts were in the right spot to lead and to just be the hands and feet of Jesus. Just some preparation, just getting together and encouraging
talking
each other.
to people that are higher up at the different schools. We wanted to make sure that we could provide food because that always brings people in. If you got pizza, then people are coming.
We did have pizza on Wednesday night.
We did have pizza, yeah. And they coffee the first night.
Ate it all up.
Yeah, they did. Took pizza home.
So why is doing something like this, bringing these two schools together to do something like this, why is that something important to you guys?
I think that it's important to me just because, it just shows, again, what heaven's going to be like. There's so many different races and, ethnicities, and we're all coming together as one, and, rivalry schools, that's a big deal, especially in college. And if you can bring two schools that are supposed to hate each other together for the same reason, then that just proves how amazing God is. He can bring anybody together. So if you can use that as an example, you can use anybody as an example.
That's good. Yeah, and I just think it was really cool because the two schools are literally 20 minutes from each other, and we can be getting together all the time and worshiping together because, God's given us all different gifts, and we're all part of the same family, and we all have the same goal and desire to see lives changed for Jesus. So it just was huge for both schools, I think, to know that we don't have to have that barrier between us, and that we're all just brothers and sisters.
That was LWC students Gabby Piles and Hannah Coombs talking about the LWC Campbellsville Revival event. Well, that's all for this week's View from the Hill. Now it's time to get you back to Chris Wells for more halftime activities and fun. This has been Mariah Beasley on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.
Thanks, Mariah. 35-30, our halftime score. Lindsey Wilson trails it by 5. 2-minute break. We'll come back and get you set. We'll go through the first half stats that you caught up on Mid-South Conference action. Then we'll get you set on second half action. This is Blue Ribbon Basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. We have a set of lost keys with a Canada lanyard. A set of lost keys at the press box with a Canada lanyard. Please come
35-30, our halftime score. Lindsey Wilson trails it. Let's go through the first half numbers. Blue Raiders shot 12 of 32 for 37.5%, 4 of 16 from 3 for 25%. Made both their free throws. Campbellsville 15 of 30, 50%, 4 of 13 from 3, 30%, and made their only free throw attempt. Campbellsville with a 18-17 advantage on the backboards, but they did not have an offensive rebound, so the Blue Raiders doing a good job securing the defensive rebounds when Campbellsville did, in fact, miss. 6 assists, 3 turnovers for the Blue Raiders, no block shots and 2 steals. Campbellsville goes 7 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 block shot and 1 steal. There were a couple of ties and 9 lead changes in that first half. Both teams scored 16 points in the paint. Lindsey Wilson scored 2 points off Campbellsville turnovers. The Tigers 5 off Lindsey Wilson turnovers. Blue Raiders have a 6-0 advantage in bench scoring points as well. Individually, Blue Raiders led by J.R. Adams, 7 points, 6 from Matt Eldridge and John Ostermer off the bench, 4 for Shaq Laney, Kel Stotts with 3, 4 for Pierre Lease. Peyton Cundiff played but did not score. Campbellsville's led in scoring by Hagan Tyler's 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 7 points for Stephon Adams, 5 for Ronald Taylor. Andrew Smith with just 2 points so far. Deion Evans with 6. Calvin Fletcher, Jawan Durant, and Sam Weenie played but did not score. 35-30 our score at the break. Other scores around the Mid-South Conference. Life and Pikeville are tied 39 apiece. That's early stages of the second half. Georgetown leads Cumberland University down in Lebanon 36-25 at the break. And Cumberland's up on Shawnee 73-65. About 2 minutes left in that one. Step away for a minute. We'll come back with second half action. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. Second of action underway. Lindsey Wilson will open up with the basketball. Eldridge, Stotts, Least, Adams, and Laney. Backdoor pass is knocked out by Evans for Campbellsville. It'll stay with the Blue Raiders. Stephon Adams out there along with Evans and Smith. Taylor and Tyler for the Tigers. Laney lays it off for Lease to Stotts. Top of the key 3 from J.R. Adams is good. J.R. Adams, first player for the Blue Raiders in double digits. He's got 10. Smith takes the handoff. He'll give it to Tyler. Drives outside beyond the arc. It's cut off. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith feeds it down low for Evans. Gets double teamed. Shoots it. Misses it. Rebound by J.R. Adams. He'll bring it up in the front court. Leaves it for Laney. Drives baseline. Lays it up and in. 5 straight for the Blue Raiders. Out of the locker room, we're tied. 35 apiece. Third tie of the game. Smith kicks it outside for Taylor. He'll dribble it to the top of the key. Beats it down low for Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul on Matt Eldridge. His first will send Smith to the free throw line, where he's a 68% free throw shooter. First free throw is on its way. It's good. Third point of the night for Andrew Smith. He averages nearly 17 points a game. Second free throw's good as well. 4 points for Andrew Smith. 37-35. Tigers reclaim the lead. Stotts with it. Drives, gets cut off, and they say drag his pivot foot. That'll be a turnover on the Blue Raiders. Campbellsville's basketball, 2-point lead. 90 seconds gone in the second half. Pass goes in the post to Smith. Back door to Evans, and he'll dunk it. Deion Evans with 8 points. 4 straight for the Tigers after the Blue Raiders had scored 5 out of the locker room. 41-35. Make it 31-35. Eldridge with the basketball. Scoreboard just updated. Laney, jumper, good. Off of a little curl, Laney with 8 points. That was about from 15 feet. 39-37, 17:50 left. The second half. Taylor Wiz, he works it up, leaves it for Smith. Go back down Eldridge once again. Turns, shoots, misses it, and knocked out of bounds by Evans. It'll be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. 7:37 left. Second half. Be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. Chance to tie, maybe take the lead with a 3. Lease brings it up in the front court. Goes it to Laney. He'll drive on Evans. Goes to the rack. Puts up a shot. It's good. Oh, no, they called a walk. Shot didn't go down, but they said he traveled first. So that's 2 turnovers in this half already. Blue Raiders only had 3 in the first half. 17-19 left. Pass goes to Smith. Back to Tyler. He'll shoot the 3. It's no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Kel Stotts. Lease in the front court to Eldridge. Dribbles it off his foot. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Andrew Smith. $17:06 left. Second half. 39-37. As they wipe some perspiration off the court. Tell you what, for as big of a crowd as we've had in here today, it's been kind of quiet. There's been some moments of where it's got a little raucous, but not often. Lease will inbound on the baseline. Gives it into Eldridge. He'll work against Smith. Kicks it outside to J.R. Adams. Comes off the screen. Deep down in the corner. Goes even deeper. Now to Laney. He'll throw it outside for Lease. Pierre hands it off to Stotts. He'll drive in the lane. Throws up a shot. It's good. They wave it off, though. Said the foul occurred before the shot. It's on Hagen Tyler. His first. Team's first. So Lindsey Wilson will get 20 seconds to work with. They'll throw it inbounds to Stotts in the corner, out to J.R. Adams. Adams gives it to Eldridge. Gives it to Laney off a little curl. He'll get inside the paint. Kicks it out in the corner to Adams. He'll shoot the 3. Good. J.R. Adams with 13, and the Blue Raiders reclaim the lead, 40-39. It's been a while. Stephon Adams drives on Lease, gets cut off. He'll kick it out in the corner. Evans will shoot the 3. In and out, no good. Smith with the offensive rebound. He'll turn, shoot, and score. That may be the first offensive rebound of the night for Campbellsville. It is. And they scored off of it. 6 points for Andrew Smith, 16-12 left. Lease gives it to Eldridge, right back to Lease. Swings around to Stotts. Tail off the pick by Eldridge. Gives it to him. Kicks it out to Lease. He'll drive down in the paint. Goes up with a shot. No good. Tipped up and in by Matt Eldridge. Eldridge with 8 points. Lindsey Wilson back on top. 42-41. Cundiff's going to come in as Pierre Lwc goes out. Adams will bring it up in the front court. Goes it outside for Taylor. They'll feed the post to Smith. Work against Eldridge. Backs him down. Double team. Lays it off for Evans, and he'll go in and dunk it. Evans with 10, 43-42. Adams loses it. Taken away by Stephon Adams. Picked up by Taylor. Third turnover of this half for Lindsey Wilson. Sixth for the game. Stephon Adams with the basketball. Works against J.R. Adams. He's going to drive down the paint. Shot up. Good, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Eldridge. Number 2 on him. Team's second of this half. Stephon Adams up to 9. Will have a chance for the and 1. Ostermer will come in. Laney will go out. Free throws up and good. 10 points for Stephon Adams. JR brings it up in the court, hands it off to Cundiff, now to Stotts. Stotts gives it to Eldridge, top of the key. He'll penetrate, left-handed layups up and good. Matt Eldridge with 10. 2-point game, 46-44, 14:40 left. Adams comes off the pick by Evans, drives, kicks out in the corner to Taylor. He'll shoot the 3, no good. Evans climbs the back of Cundiff, and that'll be a foul on Dion Evans. That's number 3 on him. Team second. .30 left, 46-44. J.R. Adams with the basketball, gives it to Eldridge. Fakes a handoff, now drives, leaves it for Ostermer. He'll go up and score. Little reverse layup for John Ostermer. He's got 8 points. .14:02 left. Three up and good for Stephon Adams. He's got 13, 49-46. Campbellsville back on top with 13:45 left. J.R. Adams goes it up top to Eldridge. He'll fake a handoff, and he'll lob it in the corner to Ostermer. John kicks it back out to J.R. Adams with 13 on the shot clock. He'll back it out. Drives baseline, goes up and under, and score it. 15 points for J.R. Adams. He leads the Blue Raiders. Stephon brings in the front court. Full head of steam going to the rack. Scoop shot up and good. He's got 15. 8 in this half. 51-48, 13:02 left. Adams drives, goes to the rack, misses the shot. Evans, a little bit of a bump. Here comes Adams. He'll throw it out in the corner to Tyler. 3-ball. Nope, no good. Weak side rebound to Adams. He'll step back, shoot the 3. Good. Stephon Adams has 18. 54-48. Timeout on the court. Back in a minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. 12:43 left, 54-48. Blue Raiders trail it by 6 as Campbellsville has made the most out of their 2 offensive rebounds, scoring 5 points in this second half. It'll be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. Coach Keith Atkins had to burn the first of his 4 full timeouts. We're not too far off from a media timeout as well. 12:36 left. Ostermer with it. Looks back door to Eldridge. Can't get it to him. Out to Cundiff. Campbellsville's played pretty good defense this afternoon. Pass ricochets off Eldridge's hands into Lisa's. The Raiders called a break there. Pierre with the basketball. 9 on the shot clock. Feeds the post to Eldridge. He'll go baseline. Gets cut off and a whistle and a foul. I think it's going to be Stephon Adams with the foul. That's number 1 on him. Team's third of this half. Lease will inbound for the Blue Raiders. Gives it into Laney in the corner. 20 on the shot clock. Pass goes back out to J.R. Adams. 12:10 left, 54-48. Adams working against Tyler. Will shoot the 3. Contested. Doesn't matter. He buries it. J.R. Adams with 18 points. He leads the Blue Raiders. 11:56 left, 54-51. That cut the deficit in half. Tyler drives, gets inside, shot blocked, but a foul. And we'll send Hagen Tyler to the free throw line when we come back. 11:51 left, 54-51. The Raiders trail it by 3. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. Life leads Pikeville 47-44. 10 minutes and a half left in that contest. Cumberland's cut the Georgetown lead to 5, 46-41. They've got 13 minutes left in that game. Cumberland's defeats Shawnee 78-71. It's 54-51 here, and they are not giving shots to Hagen Tyler. Said he was not in the act of shooting, and the foul occurred before that. Pass comes into Ronald Taylor. He'll back it out in between the circles. Lindsey Wilson's been in the man-to-man all day long. Ostermer on Taylor. He'll give it to Duran, who came back into the game during that timeout. Over to Adams. Adams going to drive, stops, and shoots over top of Lease. It's no good, and Shaq Laney goes and gets the rebound. 54-51, 11:28 left. Laney drives on Duran. He'll kick it out in the corner to Ostermer. Gets cut off to Lease. Back around to Laney. He'll drive on Duran again. Step back, 15-foot jumper's off the mark, no good. Rebound by Evans. Adams quickly in the front court to Taylor. Leaves it for Tyler, and he dribbles it off his leg out of bounds. Andrew Smith back into the game. He'll replace Evans, and Matt Eldridge will check in as well. He'll replace Ostermer. 11:08 left. Lease will pick up the basketball, trailing it by 3 as he crosses the timeline. Works it in between the circles. Comes to the right wing. Drives, gets cut off. Leaves it for Eldridge. And an offensive foul. Illegal screen on Pierre Lease. His second. Team's third. Tyler with the basketball for Campbellsville. Throws it outside to Duran. He'll come up top to Taylor, around to Tyler. Adams will feed the post to Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. A little hook shot in the, just outside the lane is good. 8 points for Andrew Smith. 56-51. Lease hands it off to Adams. JR penetrates, gives it to Eldridge. He'll throw it down in the corner to Lease, outside for Laney. Stops and pops from the free throw line and buries it. 10 points for Shaq Laney, 56-53, 10-12 left in this second half. Tyler with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Taylor, up top to Duran. He'll shoot the three. Nope, no good. Rebound underneath, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Eldridge. One tick from halfway through this second half. Stotts is going to come in. Adams will go out. Stephon Adams will take the inbounds pass. Comes up top to Tyler. Feeds the post to Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. And a reach-in foul on Kel Stotts. First foul on Stotts. Team's fourth.
That'll be his first, and the team's fifth.
Smith will take the inbounds pass. They'll kick it all the way around in the corner to Duran. He'll kick it outside for Taylor for a three. Nope, no good. Rebound to Duran. And he throws it and knocked out of bounds by Laney. Campbellsville didn't have an offensive rebound in the first half. They've got 4 in this half already. Down low to Smith. He'll power it up and in. 8 of his 10 points coming in this second half. 9:30 left, 58-53. Lease, bounce pass to Eldridge. Hands it off to Laney. He'll drive, gets cut off. Kicks it outside for Stotts. Stotts gives it to Cundiff at the right elbow. He'll hand it off to Laney. Laney drives baseline, pulls the trigger from 12 feet, and banks it in, or rattles it in. Laney's had a good half. He's got 12, 8 of them coming in this half. Under 9 minutes left, 58-55. Taylor with it on the left wing. Comes up top to Tyler. Around to Adams. They'll throw it in the corner to Duran. He'll drive on Laney. Gets in the paint. Puts it up off the glass and in. Jawan Duran averages 8 points a game. That's his first 2 of the afternoon. 60-55, 8:35 left. Laney with it. Comes off the screen by Eldridge. Reverses. Comes off the same screen out to Eldridge. Can't get the shot off. He'll hand it to Stotts. Kale penetrates, kicks it out to Laney. Drives baseline, gets cut off. To Lease to Stotts. He'll shoot a long 2 that's blocked by Tyler. Adams with the rebound. He'll outlet to Tyler, who lays it up and in. First points of the half for Hagan Tyler. He's got 17, and Lindsey Wilson wants another timeout. It's a full 8:08 left, 62-55. Back in a minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. .808 left, 62-55 our score. Campbellsville has extended its lead to 7. It'll be Lindsey Wilson's basketball out of the timeout. Blue Raiders down to just 2 timeouts remaining.
It'll be Blue Raider basketball.
Lwc with it, hands it off to Adams. JR gets it up top to Eldridge. He'll dribble to the left side, fakes the handoff to Laney, keeps it going. Now he gives it back outside to Laney. He'll drive on the baseline in the corner, feeds it down low for Eldridge. It gets knocked out by Andrew Smith. It'll stay with the Blue Raiders. 7:45 left, 62-55. Camels are up by 7. Blue Raiders ball. Pass comes into Adams. He'll go up with a shot. It's no good, but he draws the foul. It's going to be Taylor who picks up the foul. His first, team's 5th. Make that team's 4th. J.R. Adams to the free throw line. 94% free throw shooter. Makes the first. He's got 19. That matches a career high here at Lindsey Wilson. He'll have one more. And that's a new career high. He's got 20. 62-57, 7:42 left. Hagen-Tyler brings it up in the front court. Adams almost with a pick. Drives left side. Hands it back to Taylor, around to Smith. Smith feeds it down low for Evans. Oh, and he just lowers his shoulder against J.R. Adams. Deion Evans with his 4th foul. $7:25 left, 62-57. Lindsey Wilson down 5 with the basketball. JR drives in the lane, little layup up and good. 22 points. Stephon Adams brings it in the front court. Working against Pierre Lwc, comes off of the screen, throws it outside for Taylor, swings it around in the corner for Duran, who buries a 3 from the corner. Jawan Duran with his 15th 3 of the season. He's got 5 points. 65-59, lead up to 6. Adams penetrates, kicks to Laney in the corner, crosses over, keeps his dribble, goes baseline, throws it outside for Lwc in the corner to Stotts. Hagen-Tyler has been all over Kel Stotts this afternoon, not allowing him to shoot at all. Eldridge turns and shoots with 3 on the shot clock, no good. Duran with the rebound. 6:12 left, 65-59. Camels over the lead in the basketball. Pass goes into the post to Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. This double team goes up and under and scores. 12 points for Andrew Smith. The lead is at 8, matching the largest lead of the game, 67-59. 5:50 left. Three-pointer by Laney's good. Kind of lulled Andrew Smith to sleep a bit. He's got 15, 5:38 left. Adams drives, gets cut off. He'll step back for the 3, no good. Rebound by Laney. Blue Raiders need some stops. Camsville shooting nearly 53% from the field. Lindsey shooting 50, or at 48. Laney crossover, goes inside. He's fouled by Duran. And that'll send us to our final media timeout of the afternoon. 67-62, Campbellsville leads. When we come back, Jack Laney will shoot 2 free throws. 5:18 left. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in regulation play. 67-62, Campbellsville leads it. It's been 4 ties and 13 lead changes this afternoon. We're exactly where we started this second half with a Lindsey Wilson 5-point deficit. J.R. Adams with a career-high 22 points to lead the Blue Raiders. 4 players in double digits for the Tigers, who are shooting 53% from the field. Laney's free throw is up. It's good. 16 points for Shaq Laney. Second free throw, good. 17 points for Laney, and the Blue Raiders back within 3. They scored 5 straight, all coming from Shaq. Stephon Adams brings in the front court against Pierre Lease. Over to Tyler on the right wing. He'll drive, kicks outside for Taylor. He'll shoot the 3, good. 8 points for Ronald Taylor. 70-64. Tigers double the lead. 4:53 left. Laney gets to the top of the key, penetrates out in the corner to Lease. He'll dribble it back out. Hands it off to Laney. Stops and shoots from the free throw line. It's off the mark, no good. Stephon Adams with the rebound. 4:33 left. Adams works it up against Lease. Off of the screen. Drives to the left side. Comes up top to Tyler. They'll feed Andrew Smith. He'll go cross court in the corner for Taylor, and he buries another 3. Again, he's a 29% three-point shooter, and he's made 3 threes today. 73-64. The lead is 9. That's the largest of the game, and J.R. Adams goes in and gets the foul. Ronald Taylor with his second foul, team 7th. J.R. Adams to the free throw line. It's 2 for 2 today. He's made 38 of 40 this season for 95%. And misses the first. Eldridge comes back in. Ostermer goes out. JR's free throw is up. This one's good. 23 on the afternoon for J.R. Adams. Keeps adding to his season, or career high here at Lindsay. 73-65, 4 minutes left. Taylor with the basketball. Gives it to Tyler off of a curl. He'll kick it back out to Taylor, around to Duran. Down low, down in the corner to Tyler. He'll shoot a baseline jumper. It's good. 19 points for Hagen Tyler. 10-point game. Largest lead of the game. (75-65). They stopped play because, I don't know, the official thought that they added 3 points to the scoreboard, and clearly he just added 2. J.R. Adams drives inside and shuffles his feet. Turnover by the Blue Raiders. Things might be slipping away for Lindsey Wilson. Cundiff's going to come in. J.R. Adams will go out. Blue Raiders with 8 turnovers now. 3:31 left. Duran with it. They'll give it off to Tyler, who will race it up in the front court. Kicks it outside for Stephon Adams. He'll come off the screen, gets to the top of the key, penetrates, gets cut off by Laney. Feeds it down low for Smith. He'll back down Eldridge. Shot blocked by Eldridge. Lease saves it inbounds. Here comes Lease up the right wing. He'll drive, hand it off to Stotts, kicks it back out to Lease, fakes a 3, hands it to Eldridge in the corner. 3 ball. Nope, no good. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. Campbellsville wants a timeout with 2:56 left. 75-65. The Tigers lead the Blue Raiders. Back in a minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. Lindsey Wilson finds itself in its biggest hole of the day. 10-point deficit, 75-65, and Campbellsville will bring the basketball the full length of the court. Stephon Adams will inbound for the Tigers. Pass comes into Tyler. He'll work it up in the front court against Peyton Cundiff. Drives, kicks outside to Duran. He'll shoot the three. It's good. Well, they've been red hot from the outside. Nothing you can do about it. Campbellsville's now made 10 of 26 threes. Lease drives, kicks to Eldridge. He'll try to answer. Top of the key. He does. 13 for Matt Eldridge, 78-68, 2:24 left. The Raiders need some stops, and they need them in a hurry. Adams with it near the timeline, working against Lease. Drives around him. Ball's not free for a moment. He gets it back. He'll dribble it all the way back out near the timeline with 10 on the shot clock. Comes off the screen. Lease fights through it. Ball's loose. Lease takes it away from him. Seconds on the shot clock. Now Campbellsville wants another timeout. It's a 30, so we'll stay right here. Exactly 2 minutes left, 78-68 our score. Lindsey Wilson's made 25 and 52 shots, 48%. Make it 26 of 53 for 49% as the stats just update. 9 of 22 from 3 for 40%. Normally, that's good enough. Today, it just hasn't been with Campbellsville shooting 55%. And they made 10 threes this afternoon. 78-68. Campbellsville's basketball. They'll have to inbound near the timeline on the opposite side of the benches. With 5 seconds to shoot. Stephon Adams will trigger it in. Comes in to Taylor, back to Adams. He'll shoot the three. No good. Rebound weak side to Lease. Pierre races it up in the front court, gives it to Eldridge, out to Laney. He doesn't pull the trigger. He drives instead. Gets fouled, puts up a shot, no good, but draws the foul. So he'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on Duran. It's number 2 on Duran. Laney goes to the line. 2 for 2 today. First one's good. He's got 18. One more coming up. It's good. 19 for Laney. 78-70, a minute 43 left. Front court it comes to Taylor, back to Tyler. Back to Taylor. Back to Tyler. Goes down the dribble, drives to the top of the key, now deeper. Stops and spins, shoots it, misses it. Rebound by Eldridge. He'll give it off to Lease, who races it up into the front court, leaves it for Eldridge. Hands it off to Stotts. Back in the corner to Laney. He'll try a 3 from the corner. It's no good. Rebound Smith for Campbellsville. Minute 10 left. A foul on Cundiff. And they didn't foul the right guy. Taking Tyler. Well, it's just the 6th foul against the Blue Raiders. So it's a non-shooting foul, so it really didn't matter who you fouled there. It's the 3rd foul on Cundiff. Tyler will inbound. Taylor throws it off the back of Stotts, and now Stotts fouls him. Ronald Taylor, who goes to the free throw line. Just a 59% free throw shooter. You have 2 looks here. Make it 1 in the bonus. Free throw is up. It's good. He's got 12. One more coming up for Taylor. Makes them both. 13 points for Taylor. 80-70, 62 seconds left. Lease lets the ball roll all the way across half court before picking it up. Gives it out to J.R. Adams. He ball fakes, sidesteps, shoots the 3. It's good. Timeout, Lindsey Wilson. We'll step away for a minute. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. (80-73). Lindsey Wilson trails it by 7. It'll be Campbellsville's basketball. They'll have to go the length of the court. Taylor brings it in to Stephon Adams, who's one of the best free throw shooters in the conference. They'll dribble it up into the front court, and a foul on Lease. 3rd foul on Pierre Lease. Team's 8th. Adams, an 88% free throw shooter, will have 1 in the bonus.
Also checking in for the Blue Raiders, number 33, Albert.
So Stephon Adams goes to the line for 1 in the bonus. Free throw is up. It's good. He's got 19. One more coming up for Adams. This one's good as well. He's got 20. 81-73, 51 seconds left. J.R. Adams quickly in the front court. Steps back, shoots the 3. Short, no good. Rebound to Campbellsville. Tyler with it. He'll give it off to Adams. And Blue Raiders won't need to foul anymore. Cross-court pass to Taylor to Duran. And he'll go to the line for 1 in the bonus.
Foul is on number 13, Laney. That'll be his first. And the team's 9.
Shaq Laney's first foul. Team's 9th. Jawan Duran goes to the line. 68% on the season with 1 in the bonus coming up. No good. Rebound by Laney. He'll race it up in the front court. Comes off the screen, kicks it to Lease. Pierre drives in the lane. Shot blocked by Duran. Out of bounds. It'll be Lindsey Wilson's basketball. 21 seconds left. There's about a second difference in the game in shot clock. Adams takes the inbounds pass and shoots it right off the baseline. They are with 28 today. Adams with it. Goes in the back court. Throws it up, and it goes knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Campbellsville with 14 seconds left.
Checking in from Campbellsville University, number 32, Finn. He replaces number 0, Evans.
And now they're stopping play for some reason. I'm not sure. There's 14 seconds left. Now the officials want to have a conference call or a conference about something. And now Campbellsville wants a timeout. Keep it right here. 82-75. Lindsey Wilson will head out on the road next week for 2 games in the Mid-South Conference. They'll go to Pikeville on Thursday and then to Shawnee State on Saturday. The season quickly winding down here for the Lindsey Wilson basketball teams. The Raider men are going to have to make a similar run as they did last year to make the national tournament this year. Lindsey went up to Pikeville and won 3 straight against 3 ranked opponents. Or 3 teams either receiving votes or being ranked. To win and cut the nets down to make it to Kansas City. With a record that's going to fall to 12-12. They're going to have to do something similar. They're going to be 4-6 in the 3-6 in the conference, and they'd have to, pretty sure they'd have to win out to even come close to getting back up in the top 25. So 14 seconds left. Shot clock turned off. Taylor will inbound in the backcourt over near the Lindsey Wilson bench. Bad pass. Cundiff with it. He'll pick it off. Goes inside. Kisses it off the glass and missed it. Smith with the rebound, and then Cundiff fouls him. Well, Peyton got the steal and then couldn't convert. That would have made it a 5-point game with 12 seconds left. We'll go the other end, and Andrew Smith will shoot 2 free throws, 68% on the season. Couple dribbles, puts it on its way. It's good. Very quiet 13 points this afternoon for Andrew Smith. Second free throw's good as well.
Checking in for Campbellsville University, number 0, Evans.
Elders will inbound into Lease. 8 seconds left. He'll race it up into the front court. Crosses over, goes all the way in. Left-handed layup's no good. Rebound by Stephon Adams, and that's going to be the ball game. 75-84 is our final score. Campbellsville wins today, sweeps the season series from Lindsey Wilson. The Raiders fall to 12-12, now 3-6 in conference play. Campbellsville improves to 18-6. They're now 4-5 in the Mid-South Conference. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the final stats. We'll visit with Keith Atkins. This is Blue Raider Basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. 84-75, our final score. Lindsey Wilson falls here this afternoon at Campbellsville. Blue Raiders shoot 46% from the field, 28 of 60, 10 of 25 from 3, 40%, 9 of 10 from the free throw line for 90%. Campbellsville goes 32 of 60 for 53%, 10 of 27 threes, 37%. They go 10 of 11 from the free throw line for 91%. Slight rebounding advantage for Campbellsville, 32-29. Blue Raiders with 12 assists, just 8 turnovers today, 1 block shot, 3 steals. 17 assists, 7 turnovers for Campbellsville, 3 block shots and 2 steals. Campbellsville with a slight advantage in points in the paint, 36-30. Campbellsville had 10 points off of the Lindsey Wilson 8 turnovers. The Blue Raiders only converted on 2 points on the 7 Campbellsville turnovers. Both teams with 8 bench points, and second chance points were a wash, 7-6 in favor of Campbellsville. It was 35-30 at halftime. Campbellsville led it. Tigers outscored the Blue Raiders 49-45 in the second half to win it 84-75. There were 4 ties and 13 lead changes in the game. Individually, Blue Raiders put 3 players in double digits, led by J.R. Adams, 28 points, 19 out of Shaq Laney, 13 for Matt Eldridge. 8 points for John Ostermer, 3 for Kel Stotts, Pierre Lease with 4, and Peyton Cundiff played and did not score. Campbellsville goes 5 players in double digits, led by Stephon Adams, is 20 points, 19 for Hagan Tyler, 13 for Ronald Taylor, Andrew Smith with 14, Deion Evans with 10, 8 points for Jawan Duran, Calvin Fletcher, Sam Whiting played but did not score. Campbellsville wins it by a score of 84-75. Step away for 2 minutes. We'll come back. We'll visit with Coach Keith Atkins. This is Blue Raider basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. 84-75, our final score. Blue Raiders fall here this afternoon. Coach Keith Atkins joins me here. Coach, did the defense let you down today, or was it just the fact that they just made shots?
Well, they're really hard to guard. You know, imagine if you throw Jacob King back in there, but I don't know that he would have made a difference today with the way that, Ronald Taylor stepped up and made a few shots, and John Duran made a couple late. And, those are just ones we have to give away right now. You look at us, and we just don't have matchups or a matchup for Andrew Smith. And if we go one-on-one with him in the post and just kind of let him do his thing, then man, Matt Eldridge wouldn't play 10 minutes. He would have to foul him so much. But nonetheless, give them credit. They've put together a good offensive team. We just didn't get it done. And once again, it comes down to, the shots that Duran hit, the shots that Ronald Taylor hit. Those are on me. Those are scouting report shots. Those aren't really on our players because I've got to make a decision at some point. Hey, we can't take away everything from a good offensive team with our current personnel. So, we gave away something. It came back and burned us. But hey, we had a shot.
Sometimes you have to use so much energy on the offensive end because we struggle. We struggle. Let's face it, we struggle at times offensively. But you have to use so much energy on the offensive end that you think it affects your defense?
No, I really don't. I think that our problem on the offensive end is the fact that we have no post play whatsoever. It doesn't exist. Where you go look at our stats package thing called Synergy, and it'll rate you. It'll rate every team that uses the package. It'll show you what you are on pick and rolls. It'll show what you are on transition offense, and it'll show you what you are on drives, and it'll show you what you are on post offense. And it rates you from excellent all the way down to poor, and we almost get a 0 rating, like no rating for post play, and we don't have one. I'd love to use the post a lot more. We just don't have one, and because of that, we have to manufacture shots. And then on the defensive end, once again, Matt does a good job in there, but Matt's 200 pounds at 6'8" and gets kind of beat around a little bit, so we have to make some concessions here and there, and every once in a while we have to give something up, and it comes back to get you sometimes.
They did a good job on Cal today. They really, Hagen Tyler was good offensively, but he was just as good defensively guarding Cal Stotts.
Yeah, Hagen's a senior. He's a veteran. Cal is exactly where Hagen was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They're very similar players, similar type players in the way they score, but when that shows you the difference, shows you what 2 years means in this league. And Hagen Tyler, I had him when he was a freshman, and was a lot like Cal, would make a lot of shots, couldn't score a lot, other than jumpers and maybe straight line drives, and was not a great defender at that point early in his career. But he's become a complete player and a really good player, and can score in a number of ways, and actually does his part defensively as well. So give him credit. They did a good job of taking Cal out of it. But as Cal gains more experience, he'll find a way to find shots and to find points other than jumpers.
If you're looking at positives in this game, two of the things that have kind of been our downfall this year is turnovers and giving up the offensive rebounds, and we did a really good job on both those. I know there was a stretch there in the second half where they ended up getting all four of their offense. Didn't have one in the first half, but for the most part today, we did a good job in those two areas.
Yeah, and it's like I told our guys, I said that one possession, we played defense for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Yeah. And against, you can't do that against bad teams. Imagine what a good team is going to do to you. So, we just didn't go get it off the glass there late when we had to. And, defensive rebounding is as much the final stats. It's as much timing, and you got to be able to go get a rebound when you need it, and we just weren't able to do that. And once again, at times John Otzimer is our 5-man in there right now, just no depth, and really he's not a true post player. And then Shaq is our 4-man most of the time, and he's not a natural 4-man. He's kind of having to rebound against bigger guys that they're difficult for him. So. Those are good numbers when you look at the turnovers, you look at the offensive rebounds given up. But just like we talked about the other night against Georgetown, when somebody shoots 53% on you, there's not a whole lot of defensive rebounds coming off.
Coach J.R. Adams finished with 28 points. Shaq Laney with 19. I thought they both had moments that they really, really were good in the game. I know J.R. let down a couple times defensively, and a couple of he presses occasionally when he feels like we have to have a basket, and that's that's when he's got to start learning to trust his teammates a little bit.
No question. And JR's done a tremendous job since we've moved him off the ball and played him at the 2 spot. But sometimes he puts it in 2-minute mode, what I call it, kind of just trying to get a shot instead of a good shot. And, it's great when those threes go down, and they did 5 times. But, of the 6 he missed, I'll bet you 3 of them were really bad shots. Yeah. And I don't think that's quite, what he understands sometimes is, hey, and our rule should be in our offense, typically, if you can get that shot at any time, then why take it early in the clock?
Right.
So we've got to work to see what else we can get better before we take that type of shot.
Coach, 84-75. Coach, thanks for coming out.
Thank you. We'll pick it up and go again next week.
All right. That's LWC men's basketball coach Keith Atkins. Blue Raiders fall by a score of 84-75. Up next for Lindsey Wilson is a road trip to Pikeville. Blue Raiders head to Pikeville on Thursday, February 7th. It'll be a 5 and 7 o'clock tips. Women will go first. Men will follow. Again, that's Thursday night. Then on Saturday, we head to Shawnee State for a doubleheader up in Portsmouth, Ohio. I want to thank Coach Keith Atkins for his pre- and post-game thoughts. Austin Armstrong, our studio engineer, back in the 101.9 FM studios. And you, the viewer and listener, as the Blue Raiders fall by a score of 84-75 in the men's game and 70-59 in the women's game. Until next Thursday, I'm Chris Wells. This has been Blue Raider Basketball on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.